Okay, let's do a quick unboxing and let's see what we have here. I'm gonna put this box down because it's quite big, and I want to put on the table everything that is inside the box for you guys to see it. So let's see how it is. It's a bit heavy on their own, but one of the things that Xtool always do is they always has a great packaging. And definitely this is not exception. As soon as you open it, you see some instructions on the box that show you what it is there, so you can get the laser out without damaging. So we have a nice cover to protect stuff. Corner on the box, so it doesn't dent the box. So this is always good. They always have great packaging. The first part is a box with different accessories that I'm gonna put on the side. You can see here is the slated panel for cutting some material pack, user manual, power cable, power adapter, and the pipe. And I'm gonna show something interesting on the pipe that I see now that I haven't seen before on the F1. This one has only one tip at the end, so the other one is open. So we'll see that one. And of course, the machine itself. So let me move the camera for you so you can see this part. That machine has a couple straps here, so it's very well back. Honestly, it's actually impressive. It's probably one of the best packagings I've ever seen. Here we go. You are free! The first part. I'll put this back in the box. That's like a little centerpiece that is really nice to see, so they protect the center as well. Let's take these guys out. This goes out as well. Okay, there was a little warning of how to pull from the straps. So here's a little tape. Tape 1. Here we go, the other one. Tape 2. Oh, we have a little pull here. Okay, it breaks either way. And let's undress the machine. Here we go. Now, once you unbox your machine for the first time, you are going to see a couple of little things here. Let me put this down for you. So you're gonna see a couple things in here. So you peel this and peel it carefully. Don't pull it too hard because still this is plastic and it can deform, can pull. So just be careful with that. Just pull one side. I'm pressing here. The other side now. Here we go. And the other side. There it is. Now, basically, this should be free. Oh, there's more and more here and here. There we go. So, this is free. Now you can open it all the way up. Hold the top, and you have a couple more cardboard or foam. So let's wiggle it a little bit so this can come out. Part number 1. Let's see. Now I gotta say, all this is really nice and tight. So here we go. Here's the second one. So here is the screen. I'm gonna put this back in the box. Let's take this one out. Here's a little remove your lens. Don't forget to remove your lens tag. This is a nice piece of wood, actually. I wonder how they do this. Super hard. Oh well. Let's take the lid first. Here's some screwdrivers and other accessories that goes there, including a lint-free cloth for your lens. So this box has a nice plywood. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is I'm gonna say 1/4 inch plywood. I mean, if you can glue it, use it, because it has a nice finish on it. And it's a nice box. Actually, this is a nice box. You can take some ice and drinks here. Don't judge me. Alright, this is basically the whole machine. There is not much. There is a couple things here that you need to remove. And you will see on many people on the group that say like, hey, I put it out, but it stays there. Yeah, just keep it in there when you put this out, because when you move the head up for your first project, you're gonna be able to peel this easier, because as right now they won't come out. They're just there. So let's put the machine on the side for now. I mean, it's not super light, also it's not super heavy. If anyone say this is a portable machine, I'm gonna say no, it's not. It's portable-ish. So let's open this one first and start. Let's make some room here and let's start seeing what we got. So some example projects. So this definitely is going to be something that they want us to go through and see, you know. So we have here a card that tells us about the project. Just scan it to see the tutorial. It has a metal card, I'm gonna guess that's what it is. Some metal cards. Packaging is amazing. I mean, this is so well made. And I work on marketing, so I know packaging is really important. So they send a pack of aluminum card. They are not like the thickest, they are like really thin ones, but it's still nice to have some extra, especially when you want to practice. And I'm gonna guess that the sample pack that they send here is gonna be for the cut option that they are showing in their videos. So we have the little square tool that they send. I'm gonna take it out of the package so you can see it here. So we have the little square tool here. I'm gonna put the camera a little higher and down for you to see. So we have the square, we have this material. What else we have here? We have a USB-C to USB cable. The USB, I believe this is B, USB-B to USB-C. Lint-free cloth to cleaning your lens. There is a little screwdriver. Aha! The keys of the kingdom. These are the USB keys that you have to have installed on your machine to be able to run it. They go on the back of the machine. There is nothing else here. Making sure. There it goes. So let's put this thing back here. Go back to your box. So the screen. This is probably one of the best additions I've ever seen on a laser. The screen seems to be the best option for any. I mean, all lasers should have the screen now, or something similar, or controller. So this screen, number one, is all aluminum body. It has an anti-slide pads at the bottom, so super nice. The bottom has a nice, it's a plastic feel, it's not a rubber feel, so it's there, you know. These ones are a little bit more rubberized than this, but this is the same material, different color. The focusing function now is here. In the F1 we use a wheel. Now it's just here. You focus up, down, you know, and this one is to start framing, and then you have this. So basically, to the tool from the side of the F1 and put it on a little controller that has his own infrastructure and environment going. So it's gonna be nice to have something at hand. Now, the big box that we have here. Let's see that. Alright, so this one has a opening option. It's on this side, so I'm gonna. There you go. So again, Xtool packaging is always great. I mean, whatever you get from Xtool, you feel, doesn't matter what it is, you're gonna always feel premium. It's just great packaging. So we have a material pack here. I'm gonna put it here for now. I'm gonna move the box out of the way. I'm gonna start putting it on the table. That's gonna make it easier for us. Whoop! Almost moved the camera. So we have the user manual. We have the user manual here. Screen, user manual, material pack. We have this hose. So this is an interesting thing. As nice as it's always getting the hose, this was the adapter that goes to the machine and works fine. This one now doesn't have anything. On the F1 you have two ends, so you can hook it up finally fine. Now with this size of hose, you will need a different adapter, and this is not even a specific 3-inch or a 4-inch, so it's a complete different in their own size. But there is. So we have here the cutting sleds, so you can just put it there and cut your stuff so they can fall here. So it's an interesting thing to have. Then we have a couple other stuff here really quick. This is a huge, when I say huge, it's a huge power brick. Cable for your power. And this one is at 24 volts, but it's at 10.4 2 amps. So this is at 24 volts, it's a lot of amp, but I guess the machine having two laser sources and bunch of intelligent options with the camera and everything will need the extra power. And that's it. That's all. That's all that it is on the box. I do have the conveyor. I'm gonna be doing an unboxing and testing on the conveyor on a separate video because two things. I don't have enough room on the table or things like that. Okay, let's check really quick what they send on all these packages, because I want you to make sure that when you get your machine, you know what you have. I haven't tested this machine. This is not a pay review or nothing. This is a machine that we actually bought, and we are trying to make sure that you guys know exactly what you're gonna get. So this screwdriver or Allen will fit actually the screws for the fan, so it will be great for maintenance. So keep it at hand. You can use any other. I believe this is 2.5 millimeters. You have this square. This square is the one that you will put on the bed to work, and you square things up with your laser. I have a bunch of new ones that are going to be available for you guys on our website, but This is a good thing to have. I wish they send at least 3 of these, not only 1. But 1 is better than none. You have a lint-free cloth. So something that is really important for you to understand is this machine is going to produce a lot of debris. It's a lot of dust, not necessarily smoke, dust, because you're going to be probably carving on wood, you're going to be probably carving on metal, heavy metals, you're going to be carving on slate coasters. So you're going to be doing that. You're going to need to make sure that your lens is always taken care of. So this is the best way to do it. For all the people that say, I'll take the lens cap and never put it back, that is not a good idea. You should always put your lens back and remove it before you use the laser. So here, the hose is, like always, is a nice material, rigid, easy to use. This is the adapter that you will go here. I wish they send the other side of the adapter too, so you can actually have this adapt to the film instruction that I have down there and some other stuff. If not, you have this. So since this is plastic and hard, it's really hard to put, you know, a bracket and tie it up, you know, around it, because this doesn't squish just like the cloth one or aluminum ones that we usually use. So it's good to have it. I wish they include the other end. Just FYI. We do have an adapter too. Why not, right? The key. So the key, you will see here the little USB. Let's put one key already. Let me show you how it goes. Let's put this on the side. So I put a machine over the cardboard so I can slide it for you. So you see here, there's a little USB area here and a bunch of other connectors. So here is the fire. I'm gonna guess this is for the fire detection. So you put this USB in there. So here goes your screen. It has a threaded lock, so, and it has a little notch. So you need to go to where the notch is. It's not going in. Don't force it. Just turn it and make sure that the notch goes with the little pin that they have there. Put it there, tie this up, and your screen should be good and installed. So you have a couple other USB sections here. The power adapter, and this one is for the fire suppressor. So you have the fire suppressor, you can put it here, and it will be installed with your F1. So as for now, the F1 has these vents underneath on the back of the fuel extraction. Kobe Schmidt is working on a version with gigs at large that increase actually the airflow. That's something that you want. So keep an eye on geeksrlarge.com. The Kobe Schmidt is working on that. That's going to be super beneficial for your F1 because you need to move heavy metals out of the way. You don't want those lingering around, sticking on your lens, and overall making your machine dirty. So overall looking, the machine is a pretty machine. It's just like the big boy compared to the F1. You have the emergency stop here. Remember to turn it before you start. And I mean, it's very well made. No matter where I look at it, the machine is very well made. You know, has a couple warnings, a couple things there. The screen is a lot better, a lot easier to slide up and down compared to the F1. This one has probably a better options on the rails. Overall, this is what I'm more excited about, because I'm using the pedals that we make for the F1, and to be fairly honest, pedals are amazing when I need to work with my hands. I've been using the pedal actually over the table, but this is not just a button to start. This is a whole ecosystem. I mean, you can use these. You know, you have a USB-C option to put the memory on USB flash drive, not even a memory card, a flash drive. So you can select the work from the flash drive here. So it's really nice that you have an option actually to have like a preview of the work, a framing, and all kind of stuff here. This is going to be what is going to change the industry. USB cable. It's normal to have a USB cable like this. Personally, I think they are always way too short. Always. They're expecting you to have the laptop right next to the machine. sometimes, like, I don't know, you guys see my fiber lasers there, but my laptop is down there. So I prefer to usually have at least 10-foot cable, and it will be nice if they start thinking on that, because I don't want to be buying cables. I mean, I want to use the machine on the moment they came out of the box. So a longer cable for a USB connection will be nice. It's not a must, no one sent it, but it will be nice. A standard cable for the power supply. The power supply here, again, this is a huge brick, to be honest. Let's take a look at the materials that they send us here. I'm curious. I have a whole drawer of their materials that came with every machine, but I'm always curious of what they're sending with different machines, because, you know, they orient the material selection for the machine. So let's see. Well, it seems that this case is basically the same that I got with the S1. When I got the S1, let's see. Maybe. Oh no, there's a couple more stuff here that didn't came on the S1. All right, so I'm not quite sure what is this. Seems like a little pouch. I saw some people using it like a little cover in their parts. You know? Yeah, it's like a little pouch. So you close this, you put a little nutty here, and inside, you know, you see here. Now, it's a nice material. The material feels amazing, honestly. A couple slate coasters, of course, why not? We all need to do some slate coasters. The always welcome piece of cardboard. We have coated dog tag, and we have a steel round tag here. I don't know if you can see them. They're nothing of the other world, but they're always nice. This one is a pretty piece. This is actually the first time I got this one. I usually get the square ones. More business cards. We have, I'm gonna say that this is a leatherette with a heat activated adhesive on the back. And we have here, I believe that this is the calibration sheet. We have a little calibration sheet or marking paper, basically, nothing weird. This is the paper that you usually see in their live when they're doing something really quick and take a couple seconds. It's because it's that paper. It's basically a scratch paper. And then we have a piece of bass wood. Yeah, this is just a plywood, bass plywood. This is not even birch. It smells like maybe it's some kind of Baltic birch, but nothing major. So, manual. This is a mess already. That's how I like my work. So this is a really hefty manual for a machine that is already assembled. So I don't know what they're saying here, but definitely the manual here is German, Spanish, English. This is French, Italian, and I don't know what else. So let's go to something that I actually understand. Let's go to, oh, this is in Chinese too. Lista de ítems. Es con M, no es con N. Netherlands. Usare. Italian. Okay, alright, let's go with the basic English, the first pages. Alright, so here is explaining everything, basically all the things, each port. I'm not gonna go through everything. I'm sure you have the machine, you got the manual. I recommend always and encourage people going, please open your manual and at least see where you connect the stuff. Don't burn the machine before you're started. Is the stop button where you connect the exhaust. Here is the warning for the little notch on the screen. There it is. So there is that little notch. How to work on it, how to put everything right on. Pretty much it's self-explanatory. It's a lot of different languages, more than nothing weird. all the parts. Working area 220 by 220. The size of the machine also here. Maximum processing speed, and that's where you will use probably this paper. The maximum processing speed is a 10,000 millimeters per second, so that's hell of fast. Is a 24 volts, 10 ampere and 10 amps, and then 240 watts. That's what your machine is going to be using. So you have everything here, tells you how to use even this. So when you put this on the machine, make sure that the slats are facing the fan on the back, not on the side, so the air can flow. When I did a video cutting on the acrylic on the F1, I put it sideways since it was just a quick cut. It didn't bother much, but good to know that you want to keep the airflow going. And then how to clean up your fan is there as well. So there is, everything is in the next language. So Xtool F1 Ultra, I'm gonna be doing a comprehensive review and setup of the whole machine and making sure you guys get all the information that you have. And after that review, I'm going to be doing another one that is going to be really deep into the machine. So when you buy the machine, you know what you're getting, you know what you're getting into, and especially if the machine is going to be actually what you're looking for. So stay tuned. I'm gonna clean this table and start setting up for the next video. Okay, I'm starting the calibration process, so I'm gonna get some tape. And on the calibration says that we should tape one of the squares that they sent of the scratch paper, 100 by 100 millimeters. We should tape it on the center of the working area. So I want to try to put it like as center as possible. I'm cutting a couple pieces of tape. They have only 2 pieces on their video, on their image, and this is a calibration process that shows when you open the software. So when you are basically ready to start, you install the software, you gotta remember you need to be on the latest beta version to be able to use your Ultra. So I want to try to put this as center as possible. So this seems about right, and make sure that it's perfectly flat, so there is no bungles or nothing like bubbles and stuff like that. All right, so when we have that, say click next, just in case I'm gonna click this down. And I noticed one problem on my Ultra, and I don't know if you guys have it. Please put it on the comments down below. This one doesn't close completely. Doesn't matter what it is. This is really, doesn't matter how you push it, it bounces back and doesn't close. And you gotta force it, and there it is. And the moment you move this again, it won't close. So now let's see. I'm gonna hit next here on the screen. So the machine is moving and is looking for the size. So the size they're seeing is right now 0.30 millimeters, and say press the button. So I press the button. click engrave. So engrave, and I'm gonna press the button on this, and it put two dots, like incredibly fast. Now I'm gonna go next here. So this is the calibration process to see the automatic focus, I'm gonna guess. So what I see right now is the alignment. So let me show you on my screen how the alignment is looking. This is the alignment that is showing. So I'm gonna guess that I need to put the X on the perfect spot. So I'm gonna proceed to do that. And there is a couple options here. So to do that, put the camera down here for you, and I'm going to, let's see, left coordinates, I don't see this changing much. So on Y this needs to be it's not a preview, so you don't have a preview of this. So basically I see Y there, and I'm gonna say that I have to go to minus 0.5, and Y is on the left. Then I see this 0.4 probably, 0.3 maybe. Now on the red one, same thing, minus 0.5 for Y, and about to, I'm gonna say 0.2 on X. Next. Alright, so it's telling me to change this to not have an overlap. So remove the scratch paper from the base plate. Second, place the blue and red light spawn on the base plate. There. There. If the blue and the red spot do not overlap, click no overlap. Continue with the calibration. If the blue and red spot overlap, click overlap. So right now they are overlapping. So I have here right now one of the AI images from Xtool Creative Space. I'm gonna just put the same scratch paper. It has two crosses there for the calibration. It doesn't matter. Just wanna go with this and see, you know, how quick it does the scratch paper. Again, when they do the 10,000 millimeters per second, they usually do it on the scratch paper and they tell you, hey, it's 10,000 millimeters per second. So what the first thing that I want to do here is I want to look really quick into the software. I never use the F1 Ultra, so I kind of learning as I go in this. So I want to put here in the middle, and this should be about, let's see, trace image to make it more like a vector file, maybe.
the noises in the filter. So that will do for what I want now. So now that I have that, I'm gonna cut that. So I'm going to erase the original. I'm gonna paste here. It's not letting me do that. What material I want to use? Let's see the scratch paper, if it's here or not. It's hilarious that they gave you the scratch paper and they don't have it like at the very first material. Engraving photo paper, I guess. Snapshot. Yes, I know. Telling me that make sure that it's flat. So that's what it is as right now. Smokey the Bear with a guitar. Here we go. So let's see what it does. Just quick thing, just throw it in there and hope for the best. So I'm going to remove basically the black, so the white is going to be still black. So probably you will want to invert it if you want a different. I just want to remove the black, so it's gonna look weird. But I don't feel like doing much right now. I just want to see this. What is the speed that is going with this? I'm curious. Easy panel is doing drift. That's a lot of DPI. So I'm gonna do vector. I don't like to do photos really. There we go. So we have the vector panel there. So we want to select the vector. I'm gonna put it back in place. I'm gonna go with the easy panel. So it's doing this and it's in a score. So I'm gonna change these to engrave. Power 50, and I want to go crazy with the speed 7,000. Let's see what this does. Again, I should invert the image or what is going to be removed, but I guess it's going to be fine for what I want. So there you go. So this is something really cool on the Ultra. When you send your artwork from here to your machine, you are actually going to have it also on a little preview on the screen. So let's do this. So spray here. I mean, it's fairly fast, that's for sure. Remember, this should be inverted because it's over black, but why not? I mean, don't get me wrong, it worked. Now I do see a couple things that I'm not sure what they are, and I see halos, white halos around the shape that I don't know what they are there. It's like the power is concentrated on the end and at the beginning, like it happens with the F1 at the beginning of the firmwares. So probably this needs to be another update on the firmware, but I'm gonna run it over again with a different speed power just to try to clean that up. So this is a lower pass on power just to make it a little more even, because I did got a lot of different lines that I don't know why they're there. I turn off the smart function still going, you know, strong down really quick. I see it's leaving some lines behind and removing some others. So that's something that I wonder if it's a firmware or needs to be addressed on a future update on the software. And there it is, a couple little guys. So here's the image, and as you can see, there is a lot of lines that did not remove perfectly. Another issue is the halo on the edges. It shouldn't have that halo, but I'm gonna play a little bit more and see how precise this machine can be. And this is a not control test, so this is not a demo file or nothing by them. This is exactly what I expect on a super user-friendly laser, that you just throw a material, throw an image, and do the basic settings to get it going. So yes, it should be an invert image, but what I was looking for is how even the engraving will be. So on a vector file, so far I have some lines, halos around each border and every single edge that don't happen on my fiber. We'll see what's going on with this. So see you soon, and remember, fire the laser.